Hey everybody, and welcome to Age's Cozy Crochet Corner, where today on the corner we're going to be making circle squares. So this is where we're going to take a circle. We're going to start out like this, and then we're going to block it and turn it into a square. Now this one is going to be 4 rows on our circle, and then we'll do 2 rows in our border color. So I'm going to be using the exact same colors here. This is medium 4-waisted yarn, and I wanted to do a blanket. I used this pattern to make a blanket. I'll show you guys at the end of the video. So I wanted to go ahead and use a multicolor just to blend it all in with the solid color on the outside. These squares measure about 6.5 inches. Just in case you want to use them for whatever you might like. And we will be doing them with a 4.5 millimeter hook. Of course, if you want your square smaller, you can do it with a smaller hook. If you want it larger, you can just use a larger hook. We'll need scissors. We'll need our yarn needle to weave in our ends at the end. And the amount of yarn that you're going to need if you're making a full project will, of course, depend on your project. So let's get these out of here and let's begin learning how to make a circle. Okay, so in order to begin, I want to get my yarn on my hook. Just wrap it around, grab my yarn, and pull it through. Okay. And now I'm going to start with a chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now I want to go into the first chain, grab my yarn, and come through. I'm going to grab the bottom to pull this down some and go through the other side and chain up 3. So this chain 3 is going to stand for a double crochet. And we're going to go right inside this little hole we created, and we're going to put 12. We're going to go right inside this little hole we created, and we're going to put 11 double crochet. With this one, it's all going to total up to 12 double crochets. So let's go in and put 11. It's 1, 2, and I'm going to work over that little tail as I go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 all together, remember, including our chain 3. So now we want to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. I'm going to go inside, grab my yarn, and pull it through. All right, that's round 1. So we're going to chain up 3. Remember that chain 3 is going to stand for a double crochet. Now on this row, we want to put 2 double crochet into every stitch. So we should have 24 double crochet at the end. So we're going to start right here where we already have the chain 3 coming out, coming from the previous chain 3. And I'm going to go right back inside there and put a double crochet. Now I have 2 double crochets in that one stitch, and we'll continue that all the way around. Next stitch, 2 double crochets. 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 And I think you get it. So we'll continue going all the way around till we get to our last stitch, and we'll again have 24 double crochets in this round. Okay, I've gone all the way around. I have 24 double crochets, and now I want to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. That is round 2. So for our third round, we want to chain up 3. So to begin, we're going to begin with our first stitch. We already have what stands as a double crochet coming out of it. So we're going to go right back in there, and we're going to place another double crochet. So for our next stitch, which is right here, we're going to go in and place 1 double crochet. Our next stitch, we're going to go in and place 2 double crochet. And the following stitch, we'll go in and place 1 double crochet. We're going to go all the way around that same way, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet until we get to the end. We should end with a single double crochet coming out of our last stitch, and we'll have 36 double crochets all the way around. I've gone all the way around, and my last one again should be just 1 double crochet. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that we begin with. And round 3 is complete with 36 double crochets. We're going to chain up 3. The chain 3 again stands for a double crochet. Now this row is going to be 2 double crochets into 1 stitch. The next stitch will be a 1 double crochet, and the next stitch will be 1 double crochet, and we'll repeat that all the way around. Let's demonstrate. So that first double crochet, because we already have the chain 3 coming from it, we're going to just go in there and put another double crochet. So that's our 2 double crochet for the first one, and the next one will just get 1 double crochet. The next stitch, 1 double crochet, and then we begin again. So our following stitch will get 2 double crochet and 1 stitch. And our next stitch will get 1 double crochet, and the following one, 1 double crochet. And we begin again, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next one, and 1 double crochet into the next one. And we'll keep that pattern going on all the way around till we come back here. We should end with 1 double crochet in the last stitch. This one is going to have 48 double crochets all the way around. Okay, I've gone all the way around, and you see I've ended with a double crochet. That pattern should take you all the way out so you can repeat it completely and ending in that same way. Now we're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that we began with. And we're going to cut our yarn because Our 4-row circle, our 4-round circle is complete. Right, and that is how we do the circle. Now we're going to bring in our border color, and we're going to go ahead and begin our border. Now I left this here because I wanted to show you. I usually will weave in this little end before I begin, but I just want to show you that I'm starting complete opposite of that. If I don't choose to weave in, I will just work it down as I go. So I want to show you that working it down. I also want to leave enough so I can work this down completely. Now, to begin, we want to enter into a stitch. Okay. Now I'm just going to add my yarn on by grabbing my yarn and pulling it through. And I'm going to chain up 3. Our pattern begins with us going right back into that same stitch and placing another double crochet. Now, as with the rest of our pattern, the chain 3 stands for a double crochet. So we're going to go inside there, and I am catching that extra yarn as I go along here until it is worked totally over. And I'm going to make my double crochet. Now this is the begin of a corner. We will finish that corner off when we come all the way back around. Now we want to place 1 half double into the next stitch. Our following stitch will get a half double. So we have 2 half doubles. Once we place our 2 half doubles, our next 6 stitches will be single crochets. So we will single crochet once in the next 6 stitches. So the next one, single crochet 1, and the following one, single crochet 2, next one, single crochet 3, next one, single crochet 4, next one, single crochet 5, next one, single crochet 6. Okay, now we'll do 2 half doubles, 1 in the next 2 spaces. So 1 half double in the next space. And in the following stitch, we'll go and place another half double. Now we're back at a corner, so we're going to put 2 double crochets into 1 stitch. So our next stitch is 2 double crochets. When at a corner, we want to chain 1, and we're going to go right into the next stitch and place another 2 double crochets. And what we've done here, we're going to do all the way around. So let's repeat that pattern again. We're going to do 2 half doubles in the next 2 stitches. So we're going to go in this stitch and we're going to place a half double. And the next stitch, we're going to place a half double. And the next 6 stitches are going to get 1 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochets. Our next 2 stitches are going to get a half double. So we'll half double in the first stitch. And then we'll place a half double into the second stitch here. And now we're back at a corner. Our corner will get 2 double crochets. So let's put 2 double crochets in our next stitch. We're going to chain 1. And our very next stitch is going to get 2 double crochets. And then we just keep that pattern going all the way around. So what we have is our corner is going to be 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Then we'll place 2 half doubles, one in the next 2 stitches. Over the next 6 stitches, we're going to do single crochets. Then we'll go back into the 2 half doubles in the next 2 spaces, and then we're back at our corner where we're doing 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. And I think you get it. So we'll continue going all the way around till we get to our last stitch. Now we are at our 2 half doubles and 1 half double here. And our next stitch will be a half double. And that should only leave us with 1 stitch, and that is where we're going to finish this corner. So we're going to put 2 double crochets into that corner and chain 1. Now we're going to slip stitch at the top of the chain 3 that we started with. And that is our first row of our border. Right? So our next row is going to be all double crochets because we've already set the base for our square. So now we're going to go into all double crochets. But we will begin with the chain 3. Of course, our chain 3 is going to count for our first double crochet and the first part of our corner. Now, I like to always begin in my corners because that keeps it clean all the way around. So what we're going to do is yarn over, and we're going to go back into this corner right here and make our double crochet. And there we have the beginning of our corner. We'll finish our corner when we go all the way around and come back here. Now for this, we're just going to be putting 1 double crochet into every stitch until we get to our corner. We should have 14 double crochets all the way across. Do not forget to go into that first stitch right here. Okay, so we're going to go all the way down. We should have 14 double crochets at the end of the row. So we went all the way from our corner all the way to right before this corner, our last stitch, and we should have 14 double crochets. Our corner, we're going to go inside there and we're going to maintain the corner just like we did on the previous row with 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and 2 more double crochets right into that same space, keeping up our corners. And now we're going to go all the way to our next corner, and we should have 14 double crochets. Do not forget to go into that first stitch right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then we'll do the corners the same way, going into our corner, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. And we'll go all the way around in this exact same way. 14 double crochets. We'll do our corner, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets into our corner, and back here we'll have 14 double crochets, and I'll come back and we'll end off this corner together. Okay, so I've gone all the way around and I am back at my beginning. Now we're going to finish off this corner by going in and placing 2 double crochets, chain 1, and slip stitch at the top of the chain 3 we begin with. And then we're going to cut our yarn and pull through. Now, if you want to keep going around with your square portion where you're making just this border edge, you would just chain up like we began before, chain 3, go right back into that corner and do a double crochet, and then continue along. Of course, where we had 14 double crochets before we got to a corner, that amount would grow on the next row, and it would just keep getting bigger. Just keep maintaining your corners the same way we did on this row. Now that that is all done and that is settled, you just want to simply take and weave in your ends. So you want to add that on, and you're just going to go back and forth and weave in your end. And always cut at the base so it doesn't come through. And that is it. We have our 4-round circle granny square. This is the larger piece. I'm going to bring that in and show you guys. This is a big blanket, so it's only but so much I could show you. It's part of the border here, and then I did something simple here. But this turned out lovely. It's not the exact same color. You can see it's a little bit different. The pink is a little darker on this one. But I absolutely love it. And I just took that purple color and did me a front post border on one end, and then on the other end I kept it simple. So yes, these circles are great for this. I've also made tote bags with them, and this is the larger square. If you would like to see my 3-round square, you can find a tutorial for that posted now. Till next time, everyone, happy crocheting, and I'll see you next time on Aja's Cozy Crochet Corner.